Hello, everyone. This is Faith in Football. I am David Burns. I know says Samantha Colleen. I'm using her Zoom, and I have some awesome people joining me. We have to my right. They don't know who I'm
Richard, yeah.
He has a beard and wearing a hat. Also wearing glasses. And some of his beard's gray.
Ah.
Yeah, okay. That's me.
You?
I get it.
What's your
up,
name?
man? My name is Josh Hemingway. I'm from the state of Washington. Let's go.
There we go. And then we have going south.
I'm George Mirza. I'm from the South.
Awesome. So in Faith in Football, we always start with prayer, so please pray with me. Dear Lord, we thank you so much, God, just for who you are. We thank you for in these crazy times we can still get together with this technology, have a good time, Lord. Right now, this week, we actually had a former football player, Travaris Jackson, who died in a car accident. So please be with his family, God. And also, I know we don't talk about basketball, but Carl Anthony Towns' mom passed, so please be with the Towns family as well, Lord. And we just thank you, God, though, for football, and just pray for a good time. And, yeah, we love you so much. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
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 So today we have a special episode. We are doing a 3-person mock draft. Hey, Garrett's right here. A 3-person mock draft. We're alternating picks. It's a game, though, so we have to do one trade with ourselves and then one trade with someone else that we have to propose, and then we have to accept one trade from someone else. There will be 6 total trades. We have to follow these rules. It's part of the game. So, also, Josh has just started researching the prospects this morning at 9:30 in the morning. So
Yes.
be expecting some things coming out of
Be
left
ready.
field right now because it's going to be fun.
I find that as an advantage. Thank you.
Yeah, it really is because George and I will have people that we just love who aren't as high prospects, and that's what throws us way off sometimes.
And another thing, I cannot pronounce half these guys' names, so I'm gonna need some help. All right, I'm gonna say college and weight.
College and weight. Okay.
And weight.
Oh, and
Nice.
position. That'd be good too. And position.
Yeah, that would help. All right, so we're going to start the draft, and I am on the clock first.
Let's
I have the
go.
Cincinnati Bengals. I am listening for phone calls, seeing if anybody would like to trade. I do have a pick in mind. Oh, I got a chat. Okay, so I was just offered pick number 3 from the Detroit Lions of Matthew Stafford for pick 1 and Andy Dalton. So
What a solid
that is
trade.
Josh Hemingway.
Wow.
Josh, I am going to counter that.
Okay.
If I trade back to 3, I'll still get a quarterback that I want. So I don't necessarily want Stafford.
Okay.
What would you say about the first pick for the 3rd pick, but instead we swap John Ross and Kenny Golladay?
Let's do it.
Do it?
Yep. Let's do it.
Trade?
Yep.
Is that accepted from you, George? Is that all good? Fair?
Yeah, that works for me.
Sweet.
All right, handshake. So the first pick is a trade. Josh Hemingway is now pick 1.
Let's
What do you
go. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh no.
There's a really good kicker.
Yeah. We're gonna go for a punter right now. Let's go with the first overall pick of the 2020 NFL Draft. Chase Young.
So the Detroit Lions take Chase Young. There we go. They get the best player in the draft right there, right?
Let's go.
So now, number 2 pick. George, what do you got for the Washington Redskins?
Man.
Another quarterback.
Honestly, though, maybe. I'm thinking about it. Okay.
Are you answering calls at all if we offer you something?
Yeah, I'll take something for the right price.
Okay.
He doesn't answer text messages though, so
It's true. I'm a terrible texter.
George. All right, talk about what you're thinking while I offer you this.
Well, I mean, honestly, right now, I think it's like between offensive tackle and Joe Burrow because Chase Young was like the dude on my board, but obviously that trade twist that around, so it's a hard choice.
I sent you a thing.
All right.
And yes, I have both of those.
22, 25, and Harrison Smith. Let's see. That is tempting. That is very tempting, actually. Trying to think of who. Well, who are Washington safeties now? They have what's his face from the Giants 2 years ago, Landon Collins, and then who's their other safety? Do you know?
Solinger, right?
Probably. Did you hear what I offered him, Josh? Just so you know.
Something
I
like
should have announced it.
20
I
something.
offered both of Minnesota's first round picks, 22 and 25, because I have them both, and Harrison Smith.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, their other safety is a nobody, so this makes sense too. I'm actually gonna take this. I think because trading back here makes sense for the Redskins if they're assuming that Haskins is the guy of the future. So
shake on
this
it.
works for me.
All right,
Shake
on it, dude. I'm about to have 3 picks in a row. This is crazy, but I'm not gonna have any picks 22 through 20.
All right.
So now George will have picked 22 and 25 for the Redskins.
Wow.
So the first 2 picks were traded.
Wow.
This actually is not super crazy, though. It really isn't. Like, think about the Rams and the Eagles when they both traded for top 1 and 2. So when the Vikings just traded up, and we traded up because we have a defense that is starting to lose its edge a little bit, like because of age. But there's somebody here that we think we can reset that timer and stay relevant, and we're not going to lose a lot. We're losing Harrison Smith, but we're going to pick up Isaiah Simmons from Clemson.
Yes.
He's coming to the Vikings. There you go, Brian. I just gave the Vikings Isaiah Simmons, man.
Wow.
They lost Harrison Smith, but Harrison Smith's 30, 31, something like that. Big play right there. Big play, boys. So now they essentially trade Stephon Diggs and Harrison Smith and the first round for that first round pick. So Isaiah Simmons, they're counting on you a lot. So with pick 3, the Bengals are back on the clock.
Wow.
Yeah. So the Bengals are on the clock, and they get the guy they wanted at pick 1.
That's nice. I like it.
And they have Kenny Golladay to join AJ Green, and Tyler Boyd. They're going to get Joe Burrow from LSU. They get their pick and a better receiver for them. I think Cincinnati wins out there pretty good. Yeah. So that's what I have there. Pick 4 are the Giants. So the Giants wanted Isaiah Simmons. They're not going to trade their pick. They're going to keep it. Now, since the top 2 people are Isaiah Simmons and Chase Young on my draft board for them, but they actually get a guy that I think will help them a ton. They're going to draft Jedrick Wills, offensive tackle, to block for Daniel Jones.
Very good pick.
I think he's setting up Daniel Jones to be able to have more time to potentially use his weapons that they get in the later rounds. So, yeah, pick 5, you're up. George, that's you. No.
Oh, shoot. Let's see. Okay, pick 5. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Do. All right. Okay. I know that there's rumors that they're not interested in this guy. And I don't know. I think the Dolphins should be at least somewhat interested in him, even with his injury history. So I'm just going to go ahead and have them take him because I want them to get their quarterback in the future here. So I'm going to have the Dolphins go with Tua Tagovailoa.
Okay.
And, yeah, get their guy of the future. Hopefully, as long as he stays healthy, his natural talent is his accuracy. He's kind of like a Drew Brees-esque player, maybe. But like I said, the injuries are a huge question mark. So we'll see if they actually make the move or not once the draft comes around. But that's where I have them going right now.
Okay. I like it. All right. Pick 6.
Pick 6. Hey, that's what I'm all about. Pick 6. Actually, I'm a Raider fan. We don't get pick 6s.
Well,
so
you
let's
throw.
see here.
Sorry.
Anyways. Hey, I love my team, all right?
Uh-huh.
So, all right, for the Los Angeles Chargers, they gave up 34 sacks last year. I think they're going to go offensive tackle for Tristan. Is it Wirfs?
Yes.
Okay, Tristan Wirfs.
Yeah, I'm going to have them go.
I can definitely see that.
Nice.
I think they're going to stick with Tyrod Taylor and kind of ride out the season, unless they get somebody in the draft later on.
Okay. Awesome. So we're at pick 7. Panthers are on the clock. Do I want to trade back with one of my – I have a team I want to, but I don't think they have the firepower to trade up. Let me see. So, yeah, I'm not going to trade back. So the Panthers get a guy that they did not think would be on the board right now. It ends up being a perfect spot for them to get this guy to really take over a position where their one guy just left. The Panthers select Ohio State's cornerback Jeff Okudah to come in and really give them a lockdown corner, which would really help their defense out a lot. So that's what I have the Panthers doing at pick 7, getting Jeff Okudah from Ohio State.
That's another really good pick. All right. So here, I'm gonna go with one of my personal I can't do that, man. Yes, I can. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So one of my personal draft fit crushes, I guess, has been they won't do that anymore. Never mind. I totally forgot. They traded for DeAndre Hopkins.
He's gonna do CD Lamb to the Cardinals.
Yeah, that is not going to happen anymore. I totally forgot about that. With that in mind, I think that they definitely go offensive tackle here. It's a matter of if they prefer the athletic traits in Mekhi Becton or the overall solidness of Andrew Thomas, who I think has been hugely underrated in this draft process for some reason. It's like he's fallen off to offensive tackle 4, which makes no sense. He shouldn't be. And I think that they don't make the mistake and take him here. They take Andrew Thomas and give Kyler Murray an offensive lineman to sit behind because his offensive line right now is not too hot.
There we go. I like
Nice.
that. Which offensive tackle did you go with?
Andrew Thomas.
Okay, gotcha. I like that a lot. Becton's my 4th rated as well.
Yeah, so I was gonna take Andrew Thomas with that pick, but for the Jags. But it's all good. It's all good. They gave up 42 sacks last year. I think they're going tackle. And I'm gonna go with was it Becton?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
great too.
Yeah, I'm gonna take him.
All right, awesome. So the Browns are now on the board. The Browns. They wanted one of those offensive tackles, but they're all gone by the time they're 10, which that could very likely happen, which is crazy. Those 4 offensive tackles are insane, in my opinion. So you know what? They get a phone call. They get a phone call from the Las Vegas Raiders right now.
Oh, wow.
The Las Vegas Raiders are not offering their 12th pick because I don't have it. But I do have their 19th pick.
Wow.
So right now the Raiders are calling the Browns, and they said, all your offensive tackles are gone, so here's what we'll offer you. We'll offer you pick 19. We'll give you Colton Miller, and we'll give you a 2nd-round pick in this year's draft and a 3rd-round pick in next year's draft. Does that get approved by you guys? Does that get them up 9 spots?
2nd-round pick this year and then the 3rd round next year?
Yeah, and Colton Miller.
Oh, yeah. No, that should be more than enough, I think.
Good with you, Josh?
I have no idea, so yeah.
So now the Raiders are on the board.
Let's go.
Pick 4, and Josh says he doesn't like him here, but you know what? I'm not going to do that. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it. They're going to go with Justin Herbert. So now Derek Carr, all of a sudden, it's trade bait, bro. Like, you can use Derek Carr to get a 3rd first-round pick in this draft.
Wow.
Derek Carr just came in, or Justin Herbert just came in as the Raiders quarterback. Wow. I love Derek Carr, but I don't know. I'm throwing Herbert in there.
That's strong, man.
Yep.
I like it. That was really stupid. Oh, man.
Do we contact Josh as the Raiders?
Huh?
Do we contact Josh as the Raiders if we want to attempt to trade for
Derek
Carr eventually?
I appreciate that.
He has pick 12, so yeah, like somehow wrap pick 12 into it, and then yes.
Okay.
However, if you want to do a self-trade and you talk to Josh about Derek Carr, then we'll go ahead and let that be your self-trade. Because I was about to recommend a self-trade to Josh. Yeah.
Oh shoot, what am I doing? So just this one, and then all right. What do I want the Jets to do? The Jets are a team that needs offensive tackle for sure. But obviously all the top offensive tackle prospects are gone. They could also use an edge rusher. Don't really know if there's anybody here that I would. Maybe Tyson, I could see them taking here. But I think that with the top 3 wide receiver prospect that most people's board still being left, and the fact that at least early on, I don't know if they're still the correct rumors or not, but I've heard that the Jets are pretty big fans of CeeDee Lamb. And with him still on the board, I think that they would be willing to make him the first wide receiver off the board. And so they're going to take CeeDee Lamb here.
Okay, awesome. So CeeDee Lamb to the Jets, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. Pick 12. Las Vegas Raiders right back up on the board.
Let's see here.
Ooh, I have a trade-off.
So excited. Let's see. Okay. I need to write a trade offer on the thing real quick. Let's see here.
Just shake your head yes or no to my message, George.
No.
No. What?
No,
What?
I'm not. I feel like go with the year with Minshew. I really do. And then I think that next year is when they make a move on quarterback.
I'm saying if they could get Derek Carr.
That's true, but I have another idea. I think that a team jumps a team here.
Okay. Team jumping the Niners. I'm trying to think who you have.
It's also possible that they assume that the Niners don't make this pick, but I think that with this guy still on the board and being like pretty much the top prospect at his position, it's
Yeah, I know you're going for Jerry Jeudy. I'm just trying to think who you're with the Bucs. Oh.
not necessarily Jerry Jeudy, actually.
Oh, the speedster?
No. Nope. He's not a wide receiver.
Number one person at his position.
Yeah.
Safety? Xavier McKinley?
No.
All right.
Can we just
So
give it away?
No. Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Okay. Yeah.
all right, so I have a trade proposal as well as a pick that I want to put in.
So
Actually,
wait
wait
is
up on that
George
trade proposal.
proposing to you? Is that what the thing is?
Oh,
Wait up on that trade proposal. Give me a second.
Because you
I
already
actually think-
proposed a trade, so unless it's
Huh?
like you already proposed a trade, so unless it's
I'm
to
going to
your
propose in a second.
yeah, that's right. To myself, right?
yeah.
Oh, wait. I don't have that pick, do I? Oh, I don't have that pick. That's so sad.
Is that for Carr?
Yeah, okay. What?
Is that for Carr?
No, that's for this pick.
What's the trade proposal? Just
Oh, the Bucks 14 and the second round. So that would give the Raiders 3 second-round
That's
picks, I
the move
think.
of 2 spots.
yeah, and you only move down to like you're just going to
Yeah.
go from 12 to 14.
I realize now
What's the motive for the Bucks though right now? What are they
it's
lacking?
because Derek Brown's still on the board and he's the top inside defensive line prospect. Like Javon Kinlaw is a decently close second, but Derek Brown in terms of like traits is pretty far and away the top guy there. But I realize that to jump 2 spots that won't happen. But I'm pretty much just saying that I think that the Bucks could jump the 49ers here because the 49ers may take Brown at their pick.
It's a really good. I actually think
They
it's
may
a solid trade offer.
Yeah, but
I don't
you
know if
what?
they would give up a second is the thing. But
I think the Niners might go for a cornerback too, though. And I know the Raiders.
and that's
need
the
a
other
corner.
thing is that the Niners could go for cornerback. They could go for wide receiver. But I think that with Derek Brown, it's worth it
Yeah.
to jump them just to guarantee that
No,
guy.
Josh is more
he's
like
very good.
he might lose his guy right here.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the 12th pick.
I see.
Let's see, probably Kristen Fulton.
Okay. I like that.
That makes a lot of sense.
The Niners are on the board, and I gotta tell you guys, my number one guy on the Niners board is still there. Kristen Fulton was number 2. But the number one guy, it might throw you guys for a loop, but I'm thinking, I'm looking at the Niners. I'm like, what could they use? They could use a corner for sure. And two of my top 5 guys are corners for them. But I actually have the Niners not going Derek Brown. I have the Niners selecting a guy that I think is going to be a dream for Kyle Shanahan. I'm not going Jerry Jeudy. I'm going Henry Ruggs III. I think he's going to be used like Tyreek Hill in that thing. Dude, Kyle Shanahan's good at using talent, like not necessarily number one receivers, but straight talent. So Henry Ruggs III is now on the Niners.
Wow.
That's a very good pick. That'll be interesting. Let's see. Well, the guy who I wanted to get on the Buccaneers is still there. So this gives the Buccaneers a disgusting interior defensive line. They'll have Derek Brown and I always forget his name. Vita Vea. Thank you. Yeah. And yeah, that should be a pretty disgusting interior. I think that'll be something that'll be fun to watch. And yeah.
Sweet.
Awesome. Good pick. You're up, Josh.
Yeah, well, obviously the Broncos took a hit losing Harris. But I think they really want to help out Locke. I got Mims going here.
Mims over CD or over Jerry Jeudy?
I do, yep.
George is a huge Mims guy, but I don't know about over Jerry Jeudy. But you know what?
No,
I do like it because he's faster. He's more of a deep threat. And
well, they already have Sutton, so I think Sutton can do everything that he needs to do.
Yeah.
And then he can be the deep threat for Mims can be that deep threat for Locke.
All right. There we go. The Falcons are now on the board, and the Falcons were praying that the Broncos did not take a corner. But have you guys noticed how the Falcons draft, like, guys you think are going in the second or third round in the middle of the first round all the time? They always do that. They always, like, they took McGarry. Like, they take these guys over guys that you think are top guys. So my number one guy – so all of my top 4 guys are corners. And my number one guy's still there, but I'm not going to go with him because I see them doing this. Some people are super high on this corner. I think the Falcons scouts might just be like, yeah, I'm super high on that guy. I'm going Jalen Johnson from Utah for the Falcons to take at corner.
All right. Let's see. So this brings up the Dallas Cowboys. And I think that with them at corner, obviously it became a huge need this offseason. And there's still a guy who is arguably a top 2 corner in this draft. I believe I have him rated at 3 or 4. And he's a speedy man corner. And so I think that here it's kind of hard to pass him up, and they take C.J. Henderson.
Oh, that's not who I thought you were going with. There we go. Cool.
All right, so I got the Dolphins going with Jerry Jeudy.
Well, there we go. Tua gets his new quarterback or receiver. There we go. I like that. Yeah, if he's there, you know what? That's exactly what they would do. Okay, I guess I'll walk up and take this guy. If no one else wants him, so I'm up. Raiders traded this pick earlier to the Browns. So the Browns did get Colton Miller, but they still want an offensive tackle. So what I had the Browns doing here, there's 2 tackles that I think can still be taken in the first round, Austin Jackson and Josh Jones. And I actually have them with the Browns going with Josh Jones, not Austin Jackson. He's a little bit more raw, but yeah, I think the Browns are going to go Josh Jones. and then they have 2 new tackles that they get to put on their O-line. So that's what I'm going to go with.
All right. So here I have the Jaguars. And I think that here is where I'm going to do my self-trade because I need to. So I'm going to do – I don't know what picks they have this year. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say that the Cowboys trade away next year's first rounder, and they assume that they're one of the later teams picking. And then they also trade away one of this year's third rounders to get pick 20. Does that sound fine?
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right. And then I'm going to have them selecting Javon Kinlaw because Kinlaw falling this far is a great pick. In my opinion, he's not a huge drop-off from Derek Brown, and I think that he solidifies that defensive line, makes their defense – I don't know, even stronger than it already can be. So, yeah.
There we go. Guys, I don't have a pick till pick 28.
All right, so I want to do my self-trade. I got to see if you guys are okay with it. The Saints trade Emmanuel Sanders to the Eagles to move up in the draft to the Eagles pick, obviously.
All right, so that's what, 3 picks?
That's just 3 picks, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
That works for me.
All right, and then the Saints select A.J. Terrell from Clemson.
Okay. There we go. I wouldn't mind Emmanuel Sanders on the Eagles. So you're up, George.
Yeah.
You're like, I wasn't prepared for these picks.
I have the Redskins. Well, first things first, I'm going to listen for any offers because I think that the Redskins trading back at this point, honestly, like just collecting picks and trying to build towards the future makes sense. So I'm going to see if there's any offers for anybody who likes people on the board still. Because I see that there's still a few like good names on the
So I'm not sure, but I believe you're the only person who can trade back with yourself or offer people. I think Josh and I both used all of our trades.
Mm-hmm.
But you can offer to trade back. Like, you can propose stuff to us.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's right. I didn't even think about that. Let's see. In that case, I'm going to make a pick here. And I say that even though they missed out on Chase Young, going edge here still does make sense.
AJ Spencer?
And it gives them a pretty disgusting Epinesa, I think, or however you pronounce it. I think that he'll be more of a 5-tech in the league, but Kyson, I think here makes a lot of sense. And it gives them a pretty disgusting front 7.
Yeah.
Still. So he's got a ton of potential. He is like a crazy quick get off. I mean, I don't know. Still a lot of room to grow. So yeah.
You know what I love about that pick is that Kason will do good with sitting behind Ryan Kerrigan for a year. You know, just kind of not having a lot of responsibility. I like that a lot. I think you're back up, George.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
It's going to be George, Josh, Josh, me.
Who do I want the Patriots to pick? This is kind of one that –
There's just one guy that I love.
Team one guy that you love.
I don't know how Mike would feel about him, but I'm pretty sure Jordan would love him.
Oh, wait. Wait, this is the Patriots, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. You want – okay, yeah. I forgot that you traded back. I think that here, obviously, if there's a quarterback left that was high tier, that would make a ton of sense right now. But in my opinion, even though I like Jordan Love's ceiling, don't like his floor at all. And I don't know. I think that the Patriots would prefer somebody who could come in immediately to play if they're drafting a guy. But with that in mind, I'm sorry to do this. I feel terrible, but they need weapons. They need weapons.
The Eagles are next. Don't
true.
do this to me.
I'm sorry. I have to. It's part of the
I
game.
know what
of
you're
a
doing,
trade,
and that was
man.
going to be my pick too.
Oh,
But
the
they
Patriots
take him
would
here.
trade out. for
Imagine-
Derek Carr.
Imagine how good he'll be in that offense. Him, and if N'Keal Harry becomes that big possession guy that he can be.
They have no one to throw it to them though.
Why did you say something,
You
David?
got to build an offense around. It wouldn't have mattered if David said this. I like Justin Jefferson in this offense, and that's where they're going.
I wasn't going to pick him. You could take him.
Oh, what?
No, yeah, no, I wasn't gonna pick him.
That's the guy I was tripping out.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
He's literally my number 2 receiver, in the whole draft.
And I think that, yeah, exactly. And I think that in that offense, he'll be very good. Obviously, they don't have a quarterback right now. Maybe they go and get somebody like Cam Newton for the year or something, but we'll see. Big question mark still there.
I really thought you were going to do your self-trade out and ask Josh if he would trade Derek Carr for some stuff.
I could have done that, but I don't know.
Hey, with no trades left, man, I gotta say something. That Raiders is just the QBs over there are insane right now.
Right. George can technically still do a trade with you.
It's true.
Well, self-trade.
I would need to find a team that would be willing to do it. I'm trying to think.
All right, so Eagles are up, right?
Yep.
Here we go. You ready for this one?
I'm ready.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and take the wide receiver from Colorado.
Ooh, I'm cool with that. Chenault.
I'm going to take him. I think he's a good complement to Matthews and Emmanuel Sanders. I think that's a really good receiving core for Mr. Wentz.
Wait, who's Matthews?
No, Jeffries. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I was like,
yeah, my
Jordan
bad.
Matthews from a few years ago.
I think that's a good setup for him, man. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I love Chenault, bro.
That's who I thought you were talking about.
Oh no, Justin Jefferson's my guy. Remember how nuts I went on you for saying he was a B?
Yeah, I said, well, hey, man, that's a good grade. It's passing.
You said, I'm not really into it. I guess I'll give him a B.
Dude, I think Mims, I just love Mims, dude.
So does George.
Mims a freak. He's
George,
a
you're
freak
back
athlete.
with the Redskins again.
Get another quarterback.
Okay. No, I will not. I will.
Trades them.
I know. I'm trying to think of where I can fit that in. That's exactly what I'm thinking of right now.
I can't see Carr on wearing Redskins stuff. Sorry, man.
I can tell you, if you propose to trade to one of my teams to trade back right now, there's definitely one team that would definitely take it. Just saying.
You have 26, 28, 30, right?
I have 28 and 31.
Okay.
You had 26.
Who would you want here? Gotta think now.
One of them, I would not stay in the first round if I had another trade. So just think of the one that would stay in the first round right now. And they would be willing to trade up. I propose the trade. But...
I think I know somebody who would be willing to trade up.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay. Let's see.
Or wait, no, you have to propose a trade to Josh.
Yeah.
It can't be to
Oh,
me.
wait.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Darn it.
So what picks does Josh have? 27, 29, 31?
Yeah, so I got the
He has, Go.
Seahawks left and the Packers.
Seahawks and the Packers. Okay.
oh, I could see the
Oh, yeah, it
Packers.
wouldn't be every other. I'll do. I think that. Trying to think. Maybe they trade up for their guy. I don't know.
There's still
At this
one
point,
guy.
I'm going to attempt to trade. So I am on the trade block, but we'll see if I can work something out here.
I love how Josh and I just like hurried up and did all our trades at like the first 6 picks, and George is like, "Crap, I have to trade now."
Yeah, I have one left, and like, I didn't think about what's it called. I wanted to trade up earlier, but it never really like realized itself. I don't know. Okay.
Because you still have to trade with yourself as well, right, George? Or did you do that already?
I already did that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think he made a trade already.
Oh, okay.
Didn't I? I hope I did. I'm trying to think now.
Well, good thing we're recording.
Well, I'll figure it out. I can't do it again, but let's see. Okay. So trade back with. Just do this. And send.
Wow.
And now we wait.
I'm trying to think. I feel like you probably went with the Hawks and maybe threw Kerrigan in that trade. That'd be intriguing.
That would be two. What's it called? Two.
Like too rich.
No. Two. Original, like too real. I went very basic.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, let's go ahead. I accept that trade.
Yes.
So what's the trade? You guys didn't say it.
What?
So the trade is the Redskins trade back further. They pick up a 3rd-round pick from the Green Bay Packers and obviously a 1st-round swap. And that's it.
Okay, so I'm on the clock?
Yes.
Okay, let's see here. So I think Adams would be a good mentor for this guy. I think T. Higgins goes here and give him like 2 or 3 years to, like I was talking about. He seems kind of small.
Yeah.
So, if he bulks up, I think he'd be an awesome receiver in the NFL.
Yeah. I
would
could see
agree.
that. That's good. You're up again, right, Josh?
Yep. So this is the hardest one. The Seahawks.
I have a guy I absolutely love for the Seahawks.
They can go corner. They can get another weapon at wide receiver. But I'm thinking linebacker right now because they have Kendricks. They have
Bobby Wagner.
Bobby
I'm back
Wagner.
up.
What was that?
Aren't I the Dolphins?
Huh?
Or am I stupid? Aren't I back up with the Dolphins?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, my bad, George. Go, George.
I was like, wait.
Sure.
Okay. Now, let's see. I need to figure out if I did my trade or not. I don't think I did, though.
I don't either.
So, with that in mind, here we go. I have the Miami Dolphins trading back, and they trade back to
The Washington Redskins are back up.
No, not quite. I could have. I'm just gonna have this team go ahead and trade up, I guess. Because why not? They bring back a majority of their starters, but I think that they could maybe use a guy like this, because I think that he's an absolute stud. So I'm gonna have the Kansas City Chiefs trade up from 32 to the Dolphins. They offer a first. It's like a 6-round jump. They offer a first. Then obviously the first swap. And then they give them a third this year and a fifth next year.
Okay, I approve it.
And then the Chiefs select Kenneth Murray.
Oh, nice.
Because I think that Kenneth Murray is going to be a stud linebacker in the league.
I'm about to get screwed on my pick right now. Go, Josh. Dang it.
Let's see here. Give me a second. I have something right here. So I'm going linebacker for the Seattle Seahawks. And let's see, we're going to go with, is it Kavlon something?
Kaysen, he's already taken.
He's taken already?
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay. I'll take Terrell Lewis.
That works. It's a very solid.
All right,
Man.
There we go. You know what? The Ravens are on the clock, and man, they're sweating bullets. The first person on their board was just so Denzel Mims was taken, which that was their safety pick. So I'm so glad. So then their first pick though was Kenneth Murray. I thought he was going to fall, and then they hear linebacker. The Seahawks are walking up and they hear linebacker and they're like, no, no, how were both of our guys available 2 picks ago and they're about to both be gone now? But one of their guys stayed, and the Ravens go and they select Patrick Queen to be the middle of their defense and to really put that staple in their defense, and I think he's a complete stud for them.
All right. So I think that at this point, the Titans would be pretty happy with how things have fallen. There's some good edge rushers left. And honestly, I don't think that they pass up on one of them. I'm going to have them going with one of my, big draft guys this year, Yetur Gross-Matos.
Yeah.
And, yeah. They get a really, really solid edge rusher in that point of the draft.
Yeah, that's really good. That's who I love for the Seahawks as well. That's really good. What about you, Josh? You're up.
No, I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
Trade it back.
You're up, George.
Oh, shoot. What? That's right.
Redskins on the clock again.
Yeah.
How many
And
picks do the
now-
Redskins get?
Well,
They're only getting 2, but they've been on the clock 4 times.
yeah.
I believe.
So,
4.
okay.
4.
Oh, man.
And they've already got an edge rusher. So now I think that they go ahead and I don't think that they pass up on Austin Jackson here just because they need an offensive tackle still, and they need to protect Dwayne Haskins. And I don't see what's his face coming back, Trent Williams.
Yeah.
I think he'll be playing on another team. So, yeah, I think they go with the safe-ish pick for their quarterback's sake.
Yeah, there we go. I like that pick. So now the 49ers are up. So in all reality, they would trade back here. They're going to trade back and try to pick up like second and third and fourth rounders. But since I already used my trade, the guy I'm going to pick's not even on my list because I thought for sure he would not be here. My list was A.J. Terrell was on my list. Jalen Johnson was on my list. T. Higgins was on my list. Jeff Gladney's still available. He's on my list. But Trayvon Diggs is still here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go ahead and take Trayvon Diggs to go opposite Richard Sherman. And I think Sherman would be a great mentor for him too. And, yeah, I go Trayvon Diggs to the 49ers with pick 31. In fact, if he's still there at pick 31, they might not trade out. All right.
Solid pick there.
Yeah. Pick 32.
So I think that here is where we could see the first running back go potentially to the Dolphins.
Make this pick swiftly, okay?
Okay. They go Gladney.
Gladney?
Or no. See what you do. See what you do.
He sent it in already. You can't take it back.
They go Gladney and give themselves a third great corner. There we go. I mean, Gladney, in my opinion, though, is an underrated corner. I think he's my cornerback 4. That's not what I meant to do, but I said it, so I'll go with it.
No, you're good, dude. What would you go with?
Well, what I meant to go safety, but I think that no, I lied. I'm not going to stick with this. Okay, the actual pick here is Xavier McKinney.
Oh,
I don't.
Jones.
I like Grant Delpit. I don't like the fact that he misses tackles so much and is pretty much limited as or limited to being a single high safety. So I think that here with what the Dolphins have needs at, Xavier McKinney fits them a little bit better.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Really good. I thought you were going to go DeAndre Swift when you said this is where the first running back could get taken.
That's what I was thinking about it, but I don't think running backs go round 1 this year.
Okay.
So what would you guys say are the steals of the draft out of this first round?
Jerry Jeudy at pick 18 for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Xavier McKinley at pick 32 for the Dolphins. The Dolphins.
Javon Kinlaw at 20 is really late for him. Kyson going at 22 is pretty late. Justin Jefferson, 23, I guess technically makes sense.
When did Herbert go again?
Herbert went. Yeah.
Who's picked 10 again?
Raiders.
Oh, God.
You like Herbert.
I love Herbert, but it's a lot of quarterbacks on the Raiders. That's all.
They'll trade Derek Carr. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So I really think
something real quick. Can I
Oh,
do
go
something real quick?
Yeah.
So in the next round, it's just so crazy because the Jaguars – no, not the Jaguars. The Patriots traded for Derek Carr with their second-round pick. So there we go. Now you guys don't.
Hey. So I think the steal of the draft, and you guys might laugh at me because
Don't say him.
No. The steal of the I really think that in the system with Aaron Rodgers, I think T. Higgins can really be something.
Oh, yeah, he could. T. Higgins is good. If he didn't get hurt, he would definitely be even higher on draft boards.
Yeah, that's the one thing is that with wide receiver being so deep, it'll be interesting seeing where he goes.
Kenneth Murray going to the Chiefs. That's really that was a really good pick. He's I like Patrick Queen as an overall athlete, but I like Kenneth Murray as the leader of my defense more than just about anybody in the draft. Jeff Okudah to the Panthers also was kind of.
Oh yeah, that was a good slide for them too.
Yeah. Oh, Bengals with Joe Burrow at pick 3.
That was solid as well.
That's different. No, there were some good slides, which means we picked some people early that I can't think of. Like, it doesn't seem like any. Oh, Derek Brown. He went pick 14 to the Bucs.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That one was really nice. That was huge for the Bucs.
All right. So what is your guys' reach of the draft? I know you're a Mims guy, but I think Denzel Mims going before Jerry Jeudy is just insane.
Yeah.
Who'd they go to, though? He went to the Dolphins, right?
Who, Jerry Jeudy?
No. Who?
No,
Denzel
Mims.
Oh,
the
the Broncos.
Broncos.
I could see Denver doing that. I don't know why. I see them going for CD Lamb, and if he's not there, I do think Mims and Higgins are more what they'll go for.
I still don't think the Raiders are going to pass up on a wide receiver in the first pick.
I think I agree. I think that they end up going wide receiver as well.
Just how deep the wide receiver thing is. Yeah. But then our secondary, I mean, we were 32 last year too, so.
Yeah. I think that you guys will probably go some mix of like wide receiver, corner.
Yeah. Maybe a guy who could play both.
Maybe.
Let's see. Maybe even though I really like him, I still like him at this pick, but like Gross Matos might not go first round. So I guess that I would put that as my
reach
right now, just because there's probably some technical like name that was left on the board that was like a bigger name that I could have gone with, but I don't know.
What about you, Josh? Who's your reach?
My reach?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think Herbert's going to slide that far, I don't think. I don't know. I think the Broncos, I think my pick with Mims is a huge reach. But the dude's talented. I think he can turn into something like really good.
Dude, George is a huge Mims guy. What do you guys – okay, last thing before we end this. What do you guys think was the best trade in the draft?
Oh, the first trade. No doubt.
That the Bengals, especially for the Bengals, I would say that was a really, really good trade because they still landed Joe Burrow. And then obviously the the Lions got Chase Young too out of that, which is not a bad pickup.
Yeah.
I do like the original one out. It would have been better. I think if you kept Matthew Stafford and the Lions got Andy Dalton, I think that would have been an awesome evened out trade.
There was just no reason to get Matthew Stafford if you're going to draft Joe Burrow into
trade bait. That's all I can think about is just trade bait.
I got to tell you, with the Bengals, they got Kenny Golladay to go with Joe Burrow. That's even better. My trade of the draft, it's still Kenneth Murray, the Chiefs going up and getting Murray. I really like that. I like that a lot. What about you, Josh? What was your favorite trade?
Probably, well, this is sad. I'm not being prideful, but I think my trade with the Eagles, with them getting Emmanuel Sanders, which set them up to get the Colorado kid. I forgot his name.
Laviska.
Yeah. I think that set Wentz up pretty well.
Yeah. They missed on Justin Jefferson, but I'll get over that.
Gosh.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. You want to go take Jefferson.
true. But imagine him in that offense. You got it.
There's
You
no
got
one
it.
to pass to him.
It's okay. There eventually will be. You got
Once
4
he-
years.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you, Josh and George. But everybody, please like, share. Dude, this is an hour-long video. I understand, but it's good. It's funny. Sorry for the times where we're thinking and don't talk. But, like,
True.
thank you guys so much. Have a great day.